Is anyone else, when the F-bomb gets dropped or some of the words, they're children. There's children. I don't know if some of the families thought all ages meant family friendly, but I don't know. And I am a person who does not have children, nor have I ever really wanted to have kids, but I'm always so conscious of it. And even when I see a baby in a baby front pack with its head bobbing, and the person, I always feel like, just support the neck. Just put your hand behind your baby. It's just dangling and you're walking fast. And it troubles me. And every time why, I don't know, because I swear a lot, but I just want the parents out there to know that we know that the children are out there, and maybe they don't understand what the person's saying. And when I say fuck, it's spelled P-H-U-Q-U-E. So it's something entirely different. It's like knife. So I lived in Houston on and off from 1973 to 1992. So I think I can say unequivocally that Houston is shit. No. Austin's nice. I like Austin. You bring your own bag to Whole Foods. I get it. You don't watch TV. You only listen to music on wax cylinders and acetates. I understand, Austin. You're readers. You like to read, and I understand that. Houston isn't as much like that. And also what Houston has going for it is no zoning laws. So you can have your house right next to a gas station and a nail salon and a school. So that's good. And also, since I've always had, since being a child, terrible upper arm shame. As a kid, I had very matronly upper arms, and so I always wore long sleeves in the heat. This is hilarious. Thank you. Just wanted you to know about that, first and foremost, before I get started. Two days ago or yesterday, I was walking on Congress Street, and two different homeless, or I don't know what, boxcar willies, hobos, rail rat, Hooverville occupants, is that what we're calling them? Asked me for cigarettes at two different times, so during the exchange I said, how are you? And both of the gentlemen at different times said, oh, blessed. And I thought, really? So what was life like prior to the blessings? How is it? Before the sweet baby Jesus blessed you so abundantly. It's an embarrassment of riches with your poopy pants and your shirtlessness. Sir, I am myself I'm an atheist, and I don't say that boastfully. I was raised in a very religious, conservative home, and then I went to college, a religious college. I went to Catholic school as well, and that put the kibosh on it. I just feel like it's not reasonable. And I always argue with my father about it, and he says, well, Janeane, don't you want to know there's something after you die? No. Why? I'm dead. I don't... And I'm like, Dad, do you remember that time before you were born? That golden era before you came from the womb, where there was candy forests and chocolate rivers, and you could eat everything you wanted with no cholesterol, just like in Albert Brooks' Defending Your Life. So I feel like, why is God more comforting than science? I mean, we're literally made of stardust. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice chicken soup for the soul, people? We're literally cosmic individuals. Stars collided and the dust went into the primordial soup, and then, whew, I'm winded. Grandma's winded from walking up a slight incline. And I have an Achilles torso. I have a herniated. And what's nice is you guys are right at my vagina, right here. All these guys right here. I like that. I'm uncomfortable with that type of thing, as long as you're not staring at it. But I did wear my dancer's belt in my truss, so my balls are actually all up. I have all my troops in one foxhole, so to speak. So, anyway, I quit drinking about 7 years ago, and I still haven't quite gotten over it. And I think that's part of the problem, is that I'm now just uncomfortable with everything getting up in the morning is quite daunting. It's really, really daunting. And putting on regular pants. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that, but if you lived your life in easy movement clothing and stretchy sweatpants, putting on actual pants is a really difficult thing to do. And what I've decided to do is just wear dresses from Urban Outfitters and tights. By the way, my tights are right, hang on, here. Not kidding. I like to have my tights right here, peace of mind, and I like my underwear tall as well. And I like to, if I ever am intimate with someone, to keep my shirt on. And I have in fact donated my body to science with the caveat that I get to keep my shirt on. So Gerard Butler was on my plane when I went to Vancouver last week. Gerard Butler from 300 Spartans, prepare your breakfast and eat heartache, for tonight we dine in hell. That guy. Wow, and I don't usually care about the six-pack at all. In fact, I think it's corny when guys have a six-pack and all that thing. I don't like it. But there was something about Gerard Butler and the whole 300 of them that I found appealing. I don't know what it was. But I enjoyed it, so I tried to buy impressive reading material for the plane. I bought Foreign Affairs Magazine, The Nation, Mother Jones, The Progressive, just so Gerard Butler would think well of me. And as it turns out, he never looked at me. Why? Because I'm disgusting. That's why Mr. Darcy's not coming for me. He's not coming for me because I'm disgusting. Let me explain that. As in my old age now, not only the Achilles torso and the wheezing and the hocking, if I don't smoke enough in the morning, I start expectorating phlegm. That's true. If I don't get a cigarette in before noon, it starts coming up in clams and so forth. I'm not trying to be crass. I'm just telling you that Darcy's not coming for me. Mr. Darcy is not coming. Nor is Gerard Butler. Because also, there's something happening with my sweat now that's very peculiar and unique to me. The type of olfactory assault that's coming off of me is sort of hummus meets vinyl with something from the periodic table thrown in, maybe a zinc or a manganese or something of that nature.